iPad really shook up the tablet market in 2010, and it was another example of Apple innovating. But since then there hasn't been many groundbreaking changes until now. The Lumia 2520 is Nokia's first shot at getting into the growing tablet industry. But unlike most tablets, this runs Windows RT. How does the new iPad Air stack up to Nokia's Lumia 2520? Let's find out. This video is brought to you by Kadabi, makers of premium accessories for all your favorite phones and tablets. Find Kadabi at kadabi.com. The Lumia 2520 has nice soft curves around its edges and looks a bit like a blown up Lumia phone. It has a soft matte type feel that's nice and grippy in the hands. The overall construction and build quality feels really solid. Apple has done a killer job with the design and build of the iPad Air. It's actually 28% lighter and 20% thinner than the previous gen iPad 4, so it's definitely deserving of the new name Air. It's actually made of a complete unibody aluminum design, and it looks and feels ultra premium. That being said, the construction of the Air isn't perfect. Because it features a complete unibody design, it's prone to little nicks and scratches that the Lumia 2520 is immune to. Unfortunately, the Lumia 2520 isn't available in Wi-Fi models, and it is exclusively available on AT&T and Verizon. I'm using the AT&T model here and have been pretty blown away by the LTE speeds. The iPad Air on the other hand starts at $499 for the 16GB Wi-Fi model, while pricing can go all the way up to $929 for a cellular variant with 128GB of internal storage. Unlike the Lumia 2520, which only is offered in 32GB and has a micro SD card slot, the iPad Air can be purchased in 16, 32, 64, and 128GB models and doesn't support expandable storage. The display on the iPad Air is great. It's 9.7 inches and has a pixel density of 264 pixels per inch. The Lumia 2520 features a 1080p 10.1 inch panel at 218 pixels per inch. Both displays were very good. Color representation and accuracy was solid, and the overall picture was very crisp. One thing I did notice on the Lumia 2520 was that the display was just a complete fingerprint magnet. The iPad Air runs iOS 7, which is a big step up from iOS 6. It offers a ton of new features such as Control Center, new multitasking, and a whole new transparent look. Windows 8.1 gives the Lumia 2520 a lot of flexibility since it's capable of running applications like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and others. And even though it's great that it supports the native Word suite of apps, it still doesn't have all of the games on other more popular platforms like iOS and Android. Like Samsung, Windows 8.1 uses shared windows, which is very convenient for multitasking on the larger 10-inch screen. It was a feature I use quite often. The Lumia 2520 is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor clocked at 2.2 GHz. It includes 2GB of RAM and uses the Adreno 330 GPU. The iPad Air uses a dual-core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz and 1GB of RAM. And while the specs on the iPad Air may seem subpar, it performs surprisingly well in my testing with graphic-intensive games and media. On the other hand, the Lumia 2520 also performed very well with searching the web and with general media consumption. But something I noticed was that the heavier weight made it a bit less appealing to carry around. Moving on to battery life, I can quickly see that this shouldn't be an issue. Even with the brightness set to full, I made it through several days of usage with plenty of on-screen time. Now the iPad Air is a great device. It features the new iOS 7, superb build quality, and a great display, but the price may be too high. The Lumia 2520 offers a solid suite of native apps, ultra powerful internals, but the lack of third-party apps is holding it back. Which tablet is best for you? Well, that choice has to be made for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I'm Chad from GadgetGuruHD.com, and I'll see all of you in the next video.